And I love starting out with CB Jask, because you think he's going to set up, and he's just not going to. Granted, I'm not going to stay in here and get Stone Edged in the face, but I am going to get out. Kind of gives it away right there that he's CB, but I don't care. I don't care. So let's go to Drac, and normally in situations like this, turn 2, go into a bulky Stealth Rocker kind of guy, I've had a lot of success switching to a bulky water type or a fast water type on a turn just like this. So I'm tempted to go into Starmie. I'm not going to, because the Smogan play to make is set up Stealth Rock. It's more mathematical, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So that's what I'm going to do. He goes to a Donphan. Hey, it looks like Starmie wouldn't have been a bad play at all, and it sure looks a hell of a lot cooler. So in this case, however, I'm just going to go to Starmie now. He decides to go for an Ice Shard and be offensive instead of either A, spinning, B, setting up rocks himself. Big mistake, I think. Now I have free reign to do whatever. I expect him to switch, therefore I'm going to go Ice, because who the hell knows? Maybe he brings in a Grass type, or maybe he brings in a Flying type, and you hit that super effective, get wrecked! So at this point, I know he's also going to be switching, unless he's Scarfed, which he's not. So Surf is going to kill it from this range. Maybe he'll go to something that resists Ice if he thinks I'm choiced or whatever. I don't know. So I'm just going to switch to Surf, and what do you know? At this point, I am beating him in the face, and it's kind of rude. I'm sorry, buddy. But Magneton's going to go down. I am a little surprised it killed, but he's not, so that's fine. Septo comes in at this point. I'm not quite going to stay in here. Obviously, now I'm not Scarfed, even if I wanted to try and play that game with Ice Beams and stuff. But I'm just going to go right back to Ninjask. I feel like it's a little shady because he's so fragile, but come on. ×4 resisted on the whatever. And it puts him in just an absolutely horrendous, abhorrent situation of Zugzwang. Like, you can't stay in because you're going to die. But you can't switch. What are you going to switch to? Donphan? Donphan's going to take damage, and Starmie comes in. That's a losing scenario. It's just, he's just done. And it's unfortunate for him, but that's kind of why I did what I did. It works out that way. So I saw he had the Togekiss, he had a Donphan, he had a Machamp. I'm like, I'm going to go to Starmie. That covers everything well. 4th gen Starmies, however, don't carry Psychic. So Machamp was his right play, as far as I know of what he has on his team anyway. It allows me to go right back to Drac. Granted, I can't do anything here, so I'm going to expect him to either stay in and go for Stone Edges or something, or he'll switch to Donphan again and do what he wants. So I'm going to pretend like I'm switching to a water type, thinking Donphan's going to go in, like I said a few turns ago. Ow! I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't mean you to get hit in the freaking face like that, but I got hit so hard even Wi-Fi broke. But do not fear. We've got more for you coming up right now. Speak! Speak! Good boy. I just couldn't wait to use more freaking CB Jask, but unfortunately against an Intimidate Gira, that's not quite going to work. I lose my +1, I'm now neutral, and not very effective. That still actually does a decent chunk. So I'm going to go to Altaria, who's going to get front row tickets to the song of his people. Unfortunately, Charizard, Gyarados, and Tyranitar are all more dragony than you, buddy, but whatever. So ow. Ow. Oh, it's not a focus set. That is a legit 1 HP survive. Look at his hit point, 341. Why the hell is it 341? I don't know, but those 4 EVs clearly mattered. I get a Toxic off, and that is amazing. Hydro Pump, that's really cool. It's one thing, as you see a little happy face there, that I love about second. He uses fun stuff like that, but that was a risky turn to do it. Granted, Stone Edge could have missed 2, but whatever. I decided to go to this guy simply because he's got priority. I'm like, hey, let's give it a shot. Okay, it worked. Good. I wasn't quite sure. I don't really know how good this guy is. Obviously, it's CB. He knows that. He's going to a Ghost. I gotta get the hell out of there. I'm going to go to Tyranitar of my own. This is a Curse Tar. I've always really liked the concept, but I've never felt like he could actually be good. So here we are. It's a obvious perfect turn 2 curse, but I don't like setting up early without team reveal because you don't know what's going on, so you don't want to screw yourself. I go for an avalanche. Well, that didn't work. That didn't work. So at this point, I don't really know what I could really accomplish here. I mean, I'm not going to get too much. I decided to go out to a Gengar, see what I can do. He throws an Earthquake, which isn't too common, but I guess it's common enough, so I'm glad I dodged it. I'll go up with a sub just in case it's his only attack. It's not his only attack, so now I'm kind of like, well, I don't know what to do. I guess I'll sub some more. As we'll see in a few turns, this ends up being my sub Gira Gengar with no Shadow Ball. He's got Sludge Bomb and T-Bolt and Destiny Bond. That's pretty much what I'm doing. This team, I don't think, really has a great way of dealing with Bronzong. This Gengar kind of sucks anyway. So I'm just getting down really, really low to the point where, alright, I'll throw a Destiny Bond out here. And at the very least, I have a Patayu boost, and maybe I'll scare you? I don't even know. I don't know. I don't care. It's gone. Goodbye, French Bronzong. And what goodbye. Just get wrecked. Just get out of here. So in comes, of course, well, granted I don't have Shadow Ball, but I do have Sludge Bomb. That would work just fine. CB Jask loves this matchup. U-turn is incoming, and goes to a Dragonite. That's fine. Doesn't take that much. Takes a decent chunk. I get to go to whatever I feel like. I'm going to go to Colossus, because unless he's got Waterfall, I'm not really too afraid. I guess Draco Meteor would hurt, but special Dragonites didn't really happen in 4th gen, not very often at least, unless it was Fire Blast. So I'm going to stay in, take an Earthquake for 100, not even 100 points of damage. That's hilarious, because this guy has sub. I could have subbed on a freaking 405 attack Dragon with a super effective move, and it would have worked. That's hilarious, but whatever. At this point, got to switch out. Going to go back to Fire because obvious. And let's see what this can do. I don't know what it'll bring in, but let's see what this can do. Incoming CB Flare Blitz, and he decides to let Dave die. Goodbye, Dave. We miss you, Dave. Goodbye, Dave. Dave is gone. I'm actually a little surprised it killed. I know those things aren't exactly that bulky, but they've got a lot of hit points, so ow, that hurt myself, but whatever. He killed a couple of things. Sucker Punch! Who? Huh? No idea. No idea that could happen. So I'll just bring Jask back in. I kid you not, I forgot about Sucker Punch. Well, maybe I didn't forget, but I figured I'd be okay. Because when I see Sucker Punch again here, I'm like, oh yeah, there wasn't much I could do about that. That's kind of, that's painful. That's scarily close and painful. Thankfully, I'm able to not get critted and I take it down. And I'm whittling down his guys here at this point. I think he's only got 1 or 2 left. Let's wait for the Pokeballs to appear on the top of the screen. 1 left. Okay, so all he has left is his signature poke at this time. I don't even remember what the hell I have left, but he's going to end up exploding just to take me out. I have to curse up just because I have to make it work at least once, right? So I'll get to throw I think it's Payback, actually. I think it's Payback and Avalanche for coverage and the negative priority. But regardless, he's going to blow up and I'm going to die. So anyway, guys, hopefully the 2-in-1 kind of is kind of cool. So thank you all for watching. I love me some CB Jask. Take it easy. Catch you later. Peace, guys.